My dear Theo, I am sad that this has to be my last letter to you for a while, but I couldn't go without telling you about Philip in Samaria. Oh, I know what you're thinking. What in the world was Philip, a Jew, doing in Samaria when Jews and Samaritans hate each other? I know. But do you remember before Jesus went back to heaven, he told the disciples, "You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." And so when there was persecution in Jerusalem, Philip went into Samaria, taking the wonderful good news of Jesus with him. And of course, when the love of Jesus fills your heart, there's no room for all that hatred nonsense. In Samaria, the power of God was at work through Philip. There were many signs, wonders, and miracles. People were set free from demons, and others were healed of their diseases. It was a wonderful time. In fact, the whole area was filled with overwhelming joy. Can you imagine that, Theo? Overwhelming joy. Oh, I do wish you'd been there to see it. But of course, it wasn't all straightforward. It never is. There was a man in that area called Simon who was famous for his dark magic. People were amazed by the magic he performed. But sadly, his power did not come from God. His power came from evil spirits. Do you know what happened next, Theo? I bet you do by now. More miracles. Because you see, as Philip told the good news of Jesus' love and the wonders of God's kingdom, many people turned from their sins and became followers of Jesus and wanted to be baptized. And can you guess who else wanted to be baptized? Of course you can. Simon. After that, Simon followed Philip everywhere he went. It was his turn to be amazed, this time by the power of God. Well, when the apostles in Jerusalem heard all that was going on, they sent Peter and John to pray for these new believers so that they too would receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. And as Peter and John laid hands on each new Christian, so they received the gift of the Holy Spirit. Well, when Simon saw this, he wanted to be able to do that too, but he misunderstood. He asked Peter, "How much money would I have to pay to be able to do what you do?" That made Peter very angry, and God supernaturally showed Peter what was in Simon's heart. "Simon," said Peter, "your heart is full of wicked jealousy, and your money will cause your destruction. You need to pray at once that God will forgive your sin." Well, right there and then, Simon pleaded with Peter to pray for him so that he could be forgiven. And what happened next? Well, of course, Philip, Peter and John were soon off on new God-given missions to tell everyone about the wonderful love of Jesus. But that, my dear Theo, we'll have to wait for another time.